Hey guys, what's up? Today I wanted to talk to you guys about my Gear S2 and just kind of give a full review of it. There's a lot of things I liked about it and some things I didn't, but for the most part I definitely like it a lot. First thing is battery life. Samsung says you can get 2 to 3 days out of the battery life. 2 days for sure is pretty easy. 3 days, I don't really see many people getting 3 days out of it. I'm not a super heavy user. I left my screen brightness at 7, which is how it came out of the box, and I could get 2 days and on the second day end with about maybe 20% battery life, and factoring in that it used about maybe 7 or 8% of the battery life just sitting on my nightstand throughout the night, there's no way with what would be left the next day that I can make it through a full day. Working out with this is awesome. I like it way, way better than the Apple Watch. The way it has the graph you kind of what you've done with your run is really awesome. Secondly, the fact that it doesn't have the button on this side like it does on the Apple Watch, when I was doing push-ups or burpees or things like that where my wrist would be pushing into the watch, it wasn't sitting there clicking over to different screens. In fact, I had no issues with that at all. The heart rate sensor is definitely really good. If you're looking for this as primarily like a fitness watch and wanting to keep up with your workouts and your runs and wanting to monitor your heart rate, it did really good and was definitely pretty close to the same heart rate during the same type of activity that I would get with my Garmin. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I really, really like, on my home screen, I actually keep it where it shows where I count my steps daily. As far as getting false information from the step counter, it was probably on par with like your Fitbit or any pedometer that you're going to wear on your wrist. You know, shaking it around like that, I don't really get any steps, but I was folding laundry and I think it said I probably took like 100 steps while I was folding laundry one day. Just a quick note, this will also charge on at least a first gen Moto 360 charger. So if you happen to have one of those, maybe a spouse or whatever has a Moto 360, it will charge on the same charging dock. I'm not sure about the second generation Moto 360. The bands on this are a pain in the butt to get in and out. I hate having to do it. Apple nailed this with an easy band to get in and out of the Apple Watch. Every time I take this band off, it feels like I'm ripping my fingernail off of my finger. I've gotten a little bit better with getting them on and off, but it's still a pain. It still actually hurts to get them on and off. Definitely wouldn't be a watch where I'd be switching bands all the time. Also, a quick note on the bands. I'm actually using a mixture of the bands. At first I had just the small ones on and I didn't like the way it fit on my wrist. It was just a little bit tighter than I like to wear my watch. So I've actually got a mixture of a small and large band, and that's working out perfect for me. So just an idea out there, if you're not quite happy with how your band is fitting, maybe try mixing up the sizes a little bit and see if you can get a little bit more comfortable fit out of the watch. Answering calls. If you're considering maybe getting this over an Apple Watch or you have an Apple Watch, I definitely loved the feature with Apple where if you wanted to answer a call, you could swipe and then talk to the person through your watch. That was really cool. The Gear S2 doesn't quite work that way. You can answer the call, but then at that point, you're gonna have to dig for your phone and find it in order to speak to the person. NFC does not work with a lot of banks right now in Samsung Pay. And also, if you have another Android phone that's not a Samsung phone, you're probably, at least as far as I know at this point, not going to be able to use NFC for payments. Navigation with the watch is really easy. The bezel on the top works really, really good. Super user-friendly. I really like the fact that you don't have to touch the watch for every little thing. That makes it super convenient. And the back button, of course, is a nice feature. Thanks again for watching, and as always, let me know if you have any questions about this, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any ideas of what I should do next, if you're interested in maybe accessories for the watch, screen protectors, things like that, leave me a comment below and let me know what you'd like to see, and I'll do my best to get my hands on it.